Stop trying to be understood. Approval is not love. Approval is a leash. The moment you need it, you advertise weakness. And people feel that need before you speak. Most men think they're being polite. In reality, they're negotiating for permission to exist. That is why you overexplain, soften your tone, and laugh at disrespect. You are not communicating. You are asking for safety. But the world doesn't reward need. It rewards control. Tonight, you're going to see the approval trap for what it is. A silent transaction where you pay with your spine. You will learn how to cut the supply line, how to slow your reactions, remove urgency, and stop chasing validation. How to become the kind of man people can't steer with praise or threat. This isn't about harming anyone. It's about protecting your position, your boundaries, and your mind. Because once you stop seeking approval, you stop being available for manipulation. They watch what you tolerate, not what you say. They test you with small jokes, late replies, and fake confusion. Each time you chase their approval, you teach them your price is low. Your nervous smile becomes their green light. Your quick apology becomes their tool. The more you need them to like you, the more they control the pace. We replace validation with leverage, discipline, silence, timing. By the end, you will know what to say less, what to refuse, and what to never explain. You'll stop giving people emotional access they didn't earn. You'll feel the difference immediately. Now I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments. I choose power over approval. Let me see who's really ready for this. Let's begin. Approval is not a personality trait. It is a debt. And you keep paying it daily. You pay it with your tone. You pay it with your smile. You pay it with quick agreement. You pay it with extra explanation. Every payment lowers your position. You call it being respectful. They call it being available. The moment you need approval, you lose leverage. Need makes you negotiable. Negotiable people get bad terms. You start accepting small disrespect. You laugh too fast. You soften your words. You rush to prove you meant well. That is not communication. That is repayment. You are buying safety with obedience. And safety is never sold cheaply. It always costs your spine. Watch the pattern. Someone goes cold. You get warmer. Someone questions you. You start defending. Someone delays you. You chase harder. That is the debt collecting interest. The fix is simple. Stop paying with emotion. Replace, do they like me, with, do they respect this boundary? Respect has structure. Approval has mood. Track the moments you perform for acceptance. Catch one today. Remove one extra sentence. Remove one apology that is not owed. Remove one forced smile. Let the silence stand. If they pull away, let them. If they test you, stay calm. If they misunderstand you, do not chase clarity. Your value is not a debate. Control starts when you stop trying to be liked. Your face speaks before you do, and it speaks honestly, too honestly. Your eyes tighten, your jaw shifts, your voice speeds up. That change is information. People don't need your secrets. They read your reactions. A delayed reply lands. Your urgency spikes. Your message gets longer. Your tone softens. You just revealed what you fear losing. Attention, position, control. Most people think reactions are harmless. They are not. They are reports. Free intelligence handed out in real time. Anyone watching learns how to move you. They learn when to push, when to pause, when to withhold. Your face becomes a dashboard. Every twitch updates it. That is why composure matters. Not for style, for leverage. When you react quickly, you surrender timing. When your tone shifts, you surrender position. When your face changes, you surrender access. Control begins with restraint. Before you speak, slow your breath, not visibly, internally. Let the pause exist. When challenged, keep your expression neutral, not blank, unreadable. If you must respond in outcomes, not feelings, not explanations. Short, clean, final. You are not being cold. You are being disciplined. Coldness is emotional. Discipline is strategic. The less you leak, the harder you are to steer. The harder you are to steer, the more respect appears. People stop testing what gives them nothing back. Silence recalibrates the room. Your face becomes quiet, and quiet faces don't betray their owners. You are not asking questions, you are asking for permission, and permission creates hierarchy. One person grants, the other waits. Every time you soften a boundary, you place yourself below. You phrase decisions like requests. Is it okay if? Would you mind? Maybe we could. That language signals uncertainty. Uncertainty invites pressure. Pressure reveals who leads. Most people think they are being polite. They are being subordinate. The moment you ask to be allowed, you accept their authority. They may say yes, but the cost is hidden. They learn you can be negotiated with. They push a little next time. You explain a little more. You adjust your tone. You start selling your own decisions. That is not discussion. That is submission in slow motion. Strong positions are not sold. They are stated. Side first, speak second. Replace permission language with position language. Clean statements, no openings, no cushioning. I'm not available. I'm doing this instead. That doesn't work. Then stop talking. Watch what happens. People fill the silence. They reveal their expectations. They test your resolve. Do not negotiate with reactions. Do not argue for approval. The power move is not explaining better. It is ending the explanation early. The moment you hear yourself justifying, stop. End the sentence. Let the discomfort sit with them. Stand still inside it. If they push back, repeat the boundary. Same words, same tone. No expansion. Boundaries gain weight through repetition, not persuasion. You are not here to be agreeable. You are here to be clear. Clarity rearranges hierarchy. People adapt to whoever does not bend. Those who refuse to negotiate standards are treated differently, not loudly, structurally. Compliments are not always gifts, sometimes they are probes. Praise is how access is tested. Someone elevates you verbally, then they watch what you give back. Attention, time, compliance. Most people mistake praise for safety. They relax, they open up, they start performing. That is the trap. Compliments create expectation. Expectation creates leverage. The moment you chase praise, you become manageable. They hype you up, you feel seen. Then the request arrives. A favor, emotional labor, flexibility, obedience framed as loyalty. You agree to keep the feeling alive. That is the exchange. Praise for access, access for control. Watch the sequence carefully. The compliment is never the end. It is the opening move. People who seek approval overvalue praise. People with position treat it as background noise. Receive it calmly. No spike in tone. No overgratitude. No performance to earn more. A short acknowledgement is enough. Noted. Appreciated. Then stop. Do not add energy. Do not return the favor. Let the moment pass. What matters is what follows. Watch what they ask for next. That request reveals the intention behind the praise. If the ask violates your boundary, decline it calmly, without justification. Let the praise die if it must. Praise that demands payment was never respect. It was bait. Real respect does not rush you. It does not ask for proof. It does not raise the price later. The less you react to compliments, the less they are used on you. People stop testing what gives them nothing, and silence becomes your filter. Silence is not awkward, it is authority. The person who can sit quietly controls the pace. Most people fear empty space, so they rush to fill it. They clarify, they justify, they explain. That urgency reveals need, and need collapses position. When someone provokes you, they want movement. They want reaction. Reaction gives them timing. Timing gives them leverage. The fastest speaker usually holds the weakest frame. Silence reverses that. A pause creates pressure. Pressure exposes intent. When you stop talking, others start revealing. They add words. They test boundaries. They correct themselves. Each extra sentence is information. Silence forces them to show their hand. This is not about being cold. It is about being unreadable. Before you answer, slow your breath. Internally, let one full beat pass. Do not rush clarity. Short replies are stronger. Clean sentences hold weight. If a response is required, speak in outcomes. Not emotions, not explanations. One line is enough. If confusion appears, ask one precise question, then stop. Questions return the burden. Silence keeps you from arguing yourself downward. The more you speak, the more you negotiate. The less you speak, the firmer your position becomes. People respect what they cannot easily move. They adapt to the pace you set. Silence removes approval from the exchange. You are no longer performing. You are observing. Hard to read. Beats easy to like. Silence is not absence. It is control. You think you are being polite. You are actually escaping. The nice exit is not kindness. It is avoidance. It hides fear of being disliked. That fear weakens boundaries. When tension appears, you soften. You agree to end discomfort. You say yes too quickly. Later, resentment builds quietly. That is the cost. Over politeness trades respect for relief. People learn you prefer comfort. They push because you retreat. The nice exit trains pressure. It teaches others persistence works. A clean refusal stops the game. No explanations are required. No stories are owed. One word is enough. No, I can't. Not doing that. If you add words, add one sentence. Anything more becomes negotiation. The urge to justify is addiction. It is approval addiction. You try to manage reactions. You try to look reasonable. You try to stay liked. That effort costs position. Calm refusal is the correction. State it once. Hold your tone. Stop talking. Let the silence work. If they push, repeat the boundary. Same words, same tone, no expansion, no apology, no emotional cushioning. Boundaries strengthen through consistency, not through charm. You are not here to be comfortable. You are here to be respected. Respect changes behavior. Comfort only delays conflict. Choose the short discomfort. Refuse cleanly. Exit without decoration. Your position will rise. Those who stay learn limits. Those who leave reveal themselves. The nice exit ends today. Clarity replaces guilt. Discipline replaces fear. Control replaces apology. This is not rudeness. It is structure. It earns respect. Acceptance feels safe. Respect feels solid. They are not the same. People can accept you and still mistreat you. They include you. They joke at your expense. They interrupt you. They push your limits and nothing changes. Why? Because acceptance is passive. It requires no cost. Respect is structural. It is trained through consequence, not speeches, not explanations, not emotion. When there is no cost, behavior continues. People repeat what is rewarded. If disrespect meets access, disrespect grows. If violations meet silence, violations multiply. Most people complain privately. They tolerate publicly. That teaches others how far to go. Respect begins When access changes, a boundary is crossed, you reduce availability, replies get shorter, plans get canceled, energy gets withdrawn. No drama, no announcement, just adjustment. That adjustment is felt immediately. Time is the real currency. When you keep giving it away, nothing stops. When you remove it, behavior recalibrates. This is not punishment. It is feedback. People learn faster from loss than lectures. You do not explain consequences. You apply them. Consistency does the teaching for you. Do less. Withdraw calmly. Respect grows where patterns are clear. Those who adapt earn continued access. Those who don't remove themselves. Both outcomes are clean. You become easy to deal with, direct, calm, predictable in standards, but expensive to cross. That balance changes how people treat you, not emotionally, structurally. Respect beats acceptance every time. Stop proving yourself. Proving is not strength. It is exposure. The need to prove hides approval hunger. You work harder. You explain longer. You deliver more than required, and the demands increase. Proving creates a loop. The more you show, the more they expect. Value turns into obligation. Attention becomes conditional. When it fades, anxiety appears. You scramble to restore it. That scramble lowers position. Competence does not announce itself. It produces outcomes. Then it goes quiet. Performance is loud. Competence is calm. People who perform narrate effort. People with competence let results speak. Watch the difference. One seeks applause, the other sets standards. When someone doubts you, do not rush. Do not convince. Do not defend your value. Ask one question. What outcome matters? Then stop. Silence places weight on the result. If the doubt remains, let it. Doubt is not danger. Chasing it is. Overworking to be seen trains dependency. Over-explaining trains scrutiny. Over-delivering trains entitlement. Remove the narration. Finish the task. Withdraw the commentary. Credit chases those who do not chase it. Respect follows those who do not beg for recognition. Calm output resets expectations. Your work becomes reference, not performance. You are not here to impress. Approval works like a reward system. Timing is the lever. Instant replies signal dependency. Dependency lowers value. When you answer immediately, you remove scarcity. Scarcity creates weight. Most people respond on impulse. Impulse hands over control. A message arrives. You react. That reaction trains expectations. They learn you are always available. Availability becomes entitlement. Entitlement invites pressure. This is not communication, it is conditioning. You can break it with timing. Delay without drama. No excuses, no apologies, no explanation. Respond on your schedule, not theirs. Create space between stimulus and response. That space restores leverage. It also steadies your nervous system. Urgency fades, clarity returns, your tone changes, your words shorten. People feel the shift. They wait. They adjust. They respect the pace. Timing controls us. Access controls behavior. When access is limited, value rises. When access is constant, value drops. This is not manipulation. It is structure. You are not ignoring people. You are regulating availability. Regulation signals self-control. Self-control signals authority. You stop chasing approval. Approval loses power. The need for approval dissolves. Silence between responses does the work. Pace defines your perceived value. Boundaries do not require anger. Anger is not strength. It is leakage. Reactive anger signals insecurity. People read it instantly. Most men tolerate too much. Pressure builds silently. Then the explosion comes. The boundary arrives late. It arrives emotional. That weakens it. After anger comes guilt. Guilt invites apology. Apology erases authority. That cycle repeats. Strong boundaries appear early. They are calm, they are brief, they are repeatable. One sentence is enough. State the limit. Hold eye contact. Then stop talking. Silence carries the weight. If they push, repeat it. Same words, same tone. No additions, no explanations. Repetition is not aggression. It is structure. Motion invites debate. Structure ends discussion. People test emotional limits. They respect consistent ones. Calm boundaries feel non-negotiable. They sound like policy, not mood, not frustration, not a bad day. When you stay composed, power remains intact. Your nervous system stays steady. Their options narrow. They adjust or withdraw. Both outcomes work. Anger gives them material. Calmness gives them nothing. Insulated men are hard to move. They do not escalate. They do not plead. They hold position. That steadiness intimidates quietly. Boundaries enforced calmly last longer. They do not require reminders. Consistency. They pull you into their frame by accusation. Selfish, rude, cold. Those labels are traps. The moment you defend, you submit. Defense accepts their storyline. Now you are reacting inside their world. That is how control shifts. Most people rush to prove goodness. They explain intentions. They soften boundaries. They chase moral approval. That chase lowers position. You do not argue. Labels are not facts. Facts are boundaries. Return to them. That doesn't work for me. Decision stands. Say it once, then stop. No tone change, no justification, no emotional repair. Exit the conversation. Detachment breaks the frame. Silence refuses the script. The less you defend, the more you lead. Approval seekers debate endlessly. They stay stuck in explanation. Powerful men decide and move. Movement ends manipulation. You are not responsible for their interpretation. You are responsible for your position. When you detach, pressure has nowhere to land. They either adjust or escalate alone. Both reveal truth. Detachment is not cruelty. It is self-respect in motion. Frames collapse when no one stands inside them. You step out. Control returns. Choose power over approval. This is the final switch. You stop measuring yourself through reactions. Approval is unstable. It shifts with mood. It disappears without warning. Building identity on it makes you controllable. One person goes cold, your mood collapses. One compliment lands, your confidence spikes. Your mind becomes public space. That exposure invites control. Power requires insulation. Your inner state stays private. You validate through standards. What you did, what you refused, what you held. Those measures do not fluctuate. They compound quietly. When approval is withdrawn, let it go. Do not chase it back. Chasing reopens the leash. Silence closes it. You are not negotiating identity. You are choosing position. People feel the shift immediately. Their leverage disappears. Their tests fail. You remain steady. Calm replaces hunger. Authority replaces approval. From here, reactions no longer rule you. You move by decision, not permission. Your standards decide access. Access decides behavior. This choice is irreversible. Most people will not follow. They will feel distance confirms position. Power stabilizes here. Approval loses relevance. You do not look back. This is the point of no return. Approval is a leash. Most men keep holding it. They mistake it for connection. They call it being liked. In reality, it is permission to be controlled. If this felt uncomfortable, that reaction matters. Discomfort appears when dependence is breaking. That is not fear. That is separation. Once you stop chasing approval, emotional leverage collapses. People lose access to your reactions. They lose timing. They lose control. That door does not reopen. From here, there are only two paths. Stay liked and remain steerable, or stay disciplined and become free. There is no safe middle. Comfort keeps you predictable. Discipline makes you unreachable. Authority begins the moment you stop explaining yourself. Not aggressively, not loudly, quietly. Structure replaces emotion. Today, make one move, refuse one request, give no justification. Hold the silence, let the boundary stand on its own. If this gave you clarity instead of comfort, respond accordingly. Like the video. Share it with someone who needs structure. Subscribe if this belongs in your thinking. Now seal it. Type this affirmation. I choose power over approval. Then say which moment exposed you the most. That exposure is the cost leaving your system. From this point, you stop negotiating identity. You move by standard. You move by decision. Most people turn back here. You don't. Now go prove it.